the end. Not enough men in the box for Mohammedan Sporting at the moment. They're not pushing too many men forward. But they should, because Marcus Joseph is fighting a lonely battle at the moment with Alex Saji and Buba Aminu. But you mentioned, and I was mentioning that this is, or rather looks like a battle between Bengal and Kerala. And Kerala, having won that battle back in their home ground in the Santosh Trophy, this certainly makes for an even more intriguing battle, because Kerala trying to be the footballing state in India.
കിക്ക് കൃത്യമായി താഹിർ സമാനിലേക്ക്. ജേഴ്സി നമ്പർ 7 താഹിർ സമാൻ അത് അബ്ദുൽ ഹക്കുവിന് നൽകുന്നു. ഒരു മികച്ച മുന്നേറ്റം കാഴ്ചവെക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു അവസരം. റിഷാദിൽ നിന്ന് സോഡിങ് ലിയാനയിലേക്ക്. ബാക്ക് ടു ബോബോ അമിനോയിൽ നിന്ന് മുഹമ്മദ് ഉവൈസ്. ഒരു ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ക്രോസിന് ഉവൈസ് ശ്രമിക്കുന്നു. ഒരു ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ക്രോസ് കൃത്യമായി ലൂക്ക മാൻസണിലേക്ക്. ലൂക്ക മാൻസന്റെ ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ഷോട്ട്, പക്ഷേ അത് പുറത്തേക്ക് പോകുന്നു. ഒരു സുവർണാവസരം. ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ്സിയുടെ സൂപ്പർ സ്ട്രൈക്കറായ ലൂക്ക മാൻസന് ഒരു സുവർണാവസരം ലഭിക്കുന്നു. മുഹമ്മദ് ഉവൈസ് നൽകിയ ക്രോസ്, അതിൽ ഷോട്ട് തീർക്കാൻ ലൂക്ക മാൻസൺ ശ്രമിക്കുകയാണ്, പക്ഷേ അത് പുറത്തേക്ക് പോവുകയാണ്. ഒരു അവസരം കൂടി ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ്സിക്ക് നഷ്ടമാകുന്നു.
ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ്സിക്ക് നല്ലൊരു അവസരമാണ് അവിടെ തുറന്നെടുക്കാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞത്, പക്ഷേ അത് ഗോളിലേക്ക് എത്താൻ കഴിയാതെ പോയി. ലൂക്ക മാൻസൺ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വരവ് മുന്നേറ്റത്തിൽ നൽകുന്ന ഊർജ്ജം, അത് നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ സൂചിപ്പിച്ചു. ഈ മികവ് തന്നെയാണ്, ഗോൾ സ്കോർ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ കേപ്പബിലിറ്റി തന്നെയാണ് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ എത്രമാത്രം അപകടകാരിയാക്കി മാറ്റുന്നത്. മറുവശത്ത് അവിടെ ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ്സിയുടെ ബോക്സിനുള്ളിലേക്ക് അതിവേഗത്തിൽ പന്തുമായി നീങ്ങാൻ കൊതിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു ബ്രാൻഡൻ. പക്ഷേ ബ്രാൻഡനെ അതിസമർത്ഥമായി ഡിഫെൻഡ് ചെയ്തു ഗോകുലം കേരള. വീണ്ടും മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിങ്ങിന് അനുകൂലമായിട്ടുള്ള ത്രോയിൻ. സോൾട്ട് ലേക്ക് സ്റ്റേഡിയം എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്ന യുവ ഭാരതി ക്രീഡാരംഗൻ എന്ന കൊൽക്കത്തയിലെ ഈ സ്റ്റേഡിയം അത് നിറഞ്ഞു കവിഞ്ഞു നിൽക്കുന്നു. അത് കൊൽക്കത്തയിലെ ഈ ആരാധക കൂട്ടത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു ആരവത്തിൽ നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. മറുവശത്ത് ഗോകുലത്തിനെതിരെ വീണ്ടും സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിൻ്റെ മനോഹരമായിട്ടുള്ള നീക്കങ്ങൾ. ബോബോ അമിനോ എന്ന ഡിഫൻഡർ അദ്ദേഹം ഹെഡ് ചെയ്ത് ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. പക്ഷേ ഇന്ന് ബോബോ അമിനോ ആണ് ക്യാപ്റ്റൻ ബാൻഡ് അണിയുന്നതും. പക്ഷേ ഭീതി ഒഴിയുന്നില്ല സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബ്. മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിൻ്റെ നീക്കങ്ങൾ ഗോകുലത്തിൻ്റെ പകുതിയിൽ തുടർന്നുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. വീണ്ടും അവിടെ റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചറെ ലക്ഷ്യമിട്ട് പന്ത് നീട്ടി നൽകുകയാണ്. റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർ അവിടെ ഗോൾ കീപ്പർ ഇല്ല, ഗോളില്ല. ഓ, നേരിയ വ്യത്യാസത്തിൽ പുറത്തേക്ക് അളന്നു കുറിച്ച് പന്ത് ഷോട്ട് ഉതിർത്തതാണ് റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർ. ഗോൾ കീപ്പർ ഏറെ മുന്നിലേക്ക് കയറി വന്നിരുന്നു. ഗോൾ കീപ്പർ സോത്തൻ മാവിയയെ ഏറെ മുന്നിലായിരുന്ന സോത്തൻ മാവിയെ മറികടന്ന പന്ത് ഗോൾ പോസ്റ്റിലേക്ക് എത്തിക്കാൻ കഴിയാതെ പോകുന്നു റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർക്ക്. പക്ഷേ നല്ലൊരു ആന്റിസിപ്പേഷൻ, നല്ലൊരു ശ്രമം, നല്ലൊരു നീക്കം ഗോകുലത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗത്തു നിന്നും വളരെ കാൽക്കുലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു മൂവായിരുന്നു ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ്സി കാഴ്ചവെച്ചത്. പക്ഷേ അവസരം, സുവർണാവസരം, അതിഗംഭീര അവസരമാണ് റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർക്ക് നഷ്ടമായത്. ഒരു പക്ഷേ ഏറ്റവും നിരാശപ്പെടുത്തുന്നതും ഈ അവസരമായിരിക്കും ആദ്യ പകുതി അവസാനിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ്സിക്ക്. 42ാമത്തെ മിനിറ്റിൽ ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ്സി മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബ് മത്സരം. മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബ് മറുവശത്ത് പന്തിൻ്റെ നിയന്ത്രണം പൂർണ്ണമായും നിലനിർത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് തന്നെ തുടരാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു. അവിടെ മറ്റൊരു ഇടപെടൽ റഫറിയുടെ ഭാഗത്തു നിന്നും.
ഒരു അത്യുജ്വലമായ ഒരു അവസരമാണ് റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർക്ക് ലഭിച്ചത്. നോക്കൂ, അവസരം ഇടതു വിങ്ങിൽ ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ട് പോവുകയായിരുന്നു റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർ. നോക്കൂ, ഗോൾ കീപ്പറിന്റെ പിഴവ് അത് മുതലെടുക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു സുവർണ അവസരം റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർ നഷ്ടമാക്കിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. തലനാരിഴയ്ക്ക് അത് പുറത്തു പോകുന്നു. ഒരുപക്ഷെ അത് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഷോട്ട് അത് അനായാസം വലയിലെത്തിക്കാൻ റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചറിന് കഴിയുമായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ അത് പാഴാവുകയാണ്. ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ്സി ആരാധകർ അതിൽ വലിയ സങ്കടത്തിൽ, വലിയ നിരാശയിൽ അകപ്പെടുകയാണ്. ഈ ആദ്യ പകുതിയിലെ ഏറ്റവും സുവർണാവസരമായിരുന്നു അത്. താഹിർ സമാന് പരിക്കേറ്റിരിക്കുന്നു. താഹിർ സമാന് ഒരു മെഡിക്കൽ അറ്റൻഷൻ ആവശ്യം വരുന്നു. ഒരു ഗംഭീര അവസരമായിരുന്നു തുറന്നെടുത്തത് എൽദോ. ഗംഭീര അവസരം. ഒരുപക്ഷെ ആദ്യ പകുതി അവസാനിക്കും മുമ്പ് ലീഡ് എടുക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു സുവർണ അവസരമാണ് അവിടെ പാഴാക്കി കളഞ്ഞത് റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർ.
ഉറപ്പായും ബോൾ പൊസിഷൻ നോക്കുക, 65% ബോൾ പൊസിഷനും അത് മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിനാണ്. ഈ മത്സരത്തിന്റെ ആദ്യ പകുതിയിലെ 43 മിനിറ്റ് പിന്നിടുമ്പോൾ മത്സരത്തിൽ കൃത്യമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു മേധാവിത്വം മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിനുണ്ട്. ബോൾ പൊസിഷന്റെ കാര്യത്തിലെങ്കിലും മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബ് ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ് സി അല്പം പിൻസീറ്റിലേക്ക് തള്ളിയിട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട് ഈ മത്സരത്തിന്റെ ആദ്യ പകുതിയിൽ എന്ന് പറയാതെ വയ്യ. ഏതാനും മിനിറ്റുകൾക്കുള്ളിൽ തന്നെ ആദ്യ പകുതിയിൽ വിസിൽ മുഴങ്ങും. എത്ര മിനിറ്റ് ആഴം ടൈം നൽകുമെന്ന് നമുക്ക് കാത്തിരിക്കാം. മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബ് പ്രസ്സിംഗ് തുടരുകയാണ്. തുടരെ ഗോകുലത്തിന്റെ ബോക്സിനുള്ളിലേക്ക് പ്രസ് ചെയ്ത് കയറാനുള്ള ശ്രമം തുടർന്നുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുന്നു ഗോകുലം കേരള എഫ് സിക്കെതിരെ മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബ്. ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി വലത് ഫ്ലാങ്കിലൂടെ മുന്നേറാനുള്ള ശ്രമം മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിന്റെ ഭാഗത്ത് നിന്ന് ബ്രാൻഡൻ മർക്കസ് ജോസഫിലേക്ക് നൽകുകയാണ്. ഡിഫെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നു, പക്ഷേ ത്രോയിൻ മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിന് അനുകൂലമായിട്ട്.
ബ്രാൻഡന്റെ വേഗത ഗോകുലം കേരള FC പ്രതിരോധത്തെ വലിയ രീതിയിൽ കൺഫ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. കാരണം ബ്രാൻഡൻ എന്നുള്ള കുറുതായ താരം, വളരെ ഉയരക്കുറവുണ്ട് ബ്രാൻഡന്, പക്ഷേ ബ്രാൻഡന്റെ അതിവേഗത അതാണ് ഗോകുലം കേരള FC പ്രതിരോധത്തെ ഭയപ്പെടുത്തുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോൾ റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെക്ചർ പരിക്കേറ്റ് കിടക്കുന്നു ഗ്രൗണ്ടിൽ. വീണ്ടും ഒരു മെഡിക്കൽ അറ്റൻഷൻ. റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെക്ചർ സ്ട്രക്ചറിൽ പുറത്തേക്ക് പോകുന്നു. ആശങ്കാജനകമായ കാഴ്ച, ആശങ്കാജനകമായ ദൃശ്യങ്ങൾ. എൽബ്
റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ കളിക്കളത്തിൽ നിന്നും ഫ്ലെച്ചറിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്ന ഈ ദൃശ്യങ്ങൾ അല്പം പെയിൻഫുൾ ആയി തന്നെ കരുതുന്നു. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ മുഖത്തെ എക്സ്പ്രഷനിൽ നിന്നും സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ തയ്യാറാവുകയാണ് കോച്ച് അനീസെ. VS ശ്രീകുട്ടനെ കളിക്കളത്തിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നു. അവിടെ അനീസെ ഒരുപക്ഷെ നമുക്ക് ഏറെക്കുറെ ഉറപ്പിക്കാം റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർ ഈ മത്സരത്തിൽ രണ്ടാം പകുതിയിൽ കളിക്കാൻ ഇറങ്ങുമെന്ന് നമുക്ക് കരുതാനാകില്ല. ഉടൻ തന്നെ ഒരു സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നു. ഗോകുലം കേരള FC മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബ് മത്സരത്തിൽ VS ശ്രീകുട്ടനെയാണ് പകരക്കാരനായി അനീസെ കരുതുന്നത്. VS ശ്രീകുട്ടന്റെ വേഗം അത് ഗോകുലത്തിന് ഊർജമാകും എന്നുള്ള പ്രതീക്ഷയിൽ അനീസെ ജോർദാൻ റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർക്ക് പകരം VS ശ്രീകുട്ടനെ കളിക്കളത്തിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവന്നിരിക്കുന്നു. 4 മിനിറ്റാണ് ആഡ് ഓൺ ടൈമായി നൽകിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. ആദ്യ പകുതിയിൽ 4 മിനിറ്റ് ആഡ് ഓൺ ടൈം നിശ്ചിതമായിട്ടുള്ള 45 മിനിറ്റ് പൂർത്തിയായി ആദ്യ പകുതിയിൽ. ഇനിയുള്ളത് അടുത്ത 4 മിനിറ്റ് കൂടി നമുക്ക് കാണാം. ജോർദാൻ ഫ്ലെച്ചറെ പിൻവലിച്ച് VS ശ്രീകുട്ടൻ കളത്തിലേക്ക് എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നു. ആദ്യ പകുതിയിൽ തന്നെ സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ നിർബന്ധിതനായിരിക്കുകയാണ് കോച്ച് അനീസെ. വലിയ പ്രതിസന്ധിയുണ്ട് ഈ സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷന്റെ കാര്യത്തിൽ ടീമിന്. കാരണം മുഹമ്മദ് ഷെരീഫ് അദ്ദേഹമില്ല. മുഹമ്മദ് ഷെരീഫിനെയും ജിതിൻ എംഎസിനെയും നഷ്ടപ്പെടുത്തിയാണ് ഗോകുലം കേരള FC ഇന്നത്തെ മത്സരത്തിൽ കളിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ സ്വാഭാവികമായും റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർക്കും ലൂക്ക മാക്സിനും ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാനുണ്ട്. അവിടെ ഗോകുലം കേരള FC മുന്നേറ്റം വീണ്ടും VS ശ്രീകുട്ടൻ പന്തുമായി നീങ്ങാനുള്ള ശ്രമമായിരുന്നു. VS ശ്രീകുട്ടന്റെ വേഗം നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ സൂചിപ്പിച്ചു. അതിവേഗത്തിൽ സ്പ്രിന്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ, അതിവേഗത്തിൽ നീങ്ങാൻ ശേഷിയുള്ള താരമാണ് VS ശ്രീകുട്ടൻ. ആകാംക്ഷയോടെ കാത്തിരിക്കാം ഇനിയുള്ള 4 മിനിറ്റിൽ എന്ത് മാറ്റം. മുഹമ്മദ് അനസിന് അനുകൂലമായിട്ടുള്ള ത്രോയിൻ.
ആദ്യ പകുതിയിൽ സമ്പൂർണ്ണ ആധിപത്യം നേടാൻ, ഒരുപക്ഷെ പന്തിൻ്റെ നിയന്ത്രണത്തിൽ സമ്പൂർണ്ണ ആധിപത്യം നേടാൻ മുഹമ്മദ് അനസിന് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടാകും. പക്ഷേ ഗോൾ എന്നുവച്ചുള്ള ഒരു സുവർണ അവസരങ്ങൾ ലഭിച്ചത് അത് ഗോകുലത്തിനാണ്. 3 സുവർണ അവസരങ്ങളാണ് ഗോകുലം കേരള FCക്ക് ലഭിച്ചത്. കാൽമുട്ടിനാണ് റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചറിന് പരിക്കേറ്റിട്ടുള്ളത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ആദ്യ പകുതി അവസാനിക്കും മുമ്പ് തന്നെ റൊണാൾഡോ ഫ്ലെച്ചർ എന്ന പ്രധാന താരത്തെ ഗോകുലം കേരള FCക്ക് നഷ്ടമാവുകയാണ്.
ഗോകുലം കേരള FC മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിന്റെ ആദ്യ പകുതി അത് അവസാന ഘട്ടത്തിലേക്ക് നീങ്ങുന്നു, അവസാന മിനിറ്റുകളിലേക്ക് നീങ്ങുകയാണ്. മുഹമ്മദൻസിന് അനുകൂലമായിട്ടുള്ള മറ്റൊരു ഫ്രീ കിക്ക് കൂടി. VS ശ്രീകുട്ടൻ, ജേഴ്സി നമ്പർ 13, പുതിയതായി കളത്തിലേക്ക് എത്തിയ താരമാണ് ശ്രീകുട്ടൻ. ഗോൾ നേടാൻ കഴിയാതെ മുഹമ്മദൻസും ഗോകുലം കേരള FCയും. സമ്മർദ്ദത്തിന്റെ കാര്യത്തിൽ മുഹമ്മദൻസ് അത് വലിയ പ്രതിസന്ധി നേരിടുന്നുണ്ടാവും. മുഹമ്മദൻസിന് അവിടെ മറ്റൊരു ഫൗൾ, അവിടെ അബ്ദുൽ ഹക്കു ഈ മത്സരത്തിൽ 5ാമത്തെ ഫൗൾ, 5ലേറെ ഫൗൾ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗത്തുണ്ടായി. അവിടെ റുഡോവിക്കിനെയാണ് ഫൗൾ ചെയ്ത് വീഴ്ത്തിയത് അബ്ദുൽ ഹക്കു. നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ സൂചിപ്പിച്ചിരുന്നു വളരെ കെയർഫുൾ ആയിരിക്കണം ഇനിയുള്ള നീക്കങ്ങൾ. പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും ഗോകുലത്തിന് ഇത് അതിനിർണായകമായിട്ടുള്ള മത്സരമാണ്. ജയിക്കണം, തോൽവി ഒഴിവാക്കണം, കിരീടവുമായി നാട്ടിലേക്ക് മടങ്ങണം. ഗോകുലത്തിന്റെ ബോക്സിലേക്ക് ഒരു ക്രോസ്. മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിന് വളരെ നിർണായകമായിട്ടുള്ള നിമിഷങ്ങളാണ് നടക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത്. ഗോകുലം കേരള FCക്ക് കിരീടം നിലനിർത്താനുള്ള 45 മിനിറ്റ് ഇനി ബാക്കി. അവിടെ പരിശീലകൻ ആന്ധ്ര ചർണിഷ്, മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിൻ്റെ പരിശീലകൻ, റഷ്യൻ പരിശീലകൻ. ഏറെക്കുറെ വിരസമായ മധ്യനിരയിൽ ഒതുങ്ങുകയാണ് ഈ ആദ്യ പകുതിയിലെ മത്സരം. ലക്ഷ്മിതാഗറിലേക്ക് ആ പന്തെത്തുന്നു. ഗോകുലം കേരള FC മുഹമ്മദൻ ചില്ലറ നീക്കങ്ങൾ നടത്തിയത് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു. പലവട്ടം ഗോകുലത്തിൻ്റെ ബോക്സിലേക്ക് എത്തുന്നത് കണ്ടു. പക്ഷേ മുഹമ്മദൻസിനെതിരെ ഗോകുലത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഗത്തുനിന്നുള്ള അറ്റാക്ക് അത് വളരെ ചുരുങ്ങിയ ഘട്ടമായിരുന്നു. എന്നാലും ആദ്യ പകുതി അവസാനിക്കുകയാണ് സോൾട്ട് ലേക്ക് സ്റ്റേഡിയത്തിൽ. ആദ്യ പകുതിയിൽ ഗോകുലം കേരള FCക്കും മുഹമ്മദൻ സ്പോർട്ടിംഗ് ക്ലബിനും സ്കോർ ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ഇറ്റ്സ് 0-0 ഇൻ സോൾട്ട് ലേക്ക്. ആദ്യ പകുതിയിലെ കാഴ്ചകൾ, ആദ്യ പകുതിയിലെ സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷൻ, ആദ്യ പകുതിയിലെ തിരിച്ചടികൾ എല്ലാം വിശദമായി ചർച്ച ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വരും ഈ ഇടവേള സമയത്ത് ഡ്രസ്സിംഗ് റൂമിൽ. കാരണം ഇത് അതിനിർണായകമായിട്ടുള്ള പോരാട്ടമാണ്. ഈ അതിനിർണായകമായ പോരാട്ടത്തിലെ ആദ്യ പകുതിയിലെ കാഴ്ചകളിലേക്ക് നമുക്ക് ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി മടങ്ങിയെത്താം ഒരു ചെറിയ ഇടവേളയ്ക്ക് ശേഷം.
കോട്ടക്കലിന്റെ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ മാറ്റാൻ മൈജി ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ഉദ്ഘാടനം മെയ് 14-ന്. ലോകോത്തര ബ്രാൻഡുകളുടെ ഗൃഹോപകരണങ്ങളുടെയും ഡിജിറ്റൽ ഗാഡ്ജറ്റുകളുടെയും ഇതുവരെ കാണാത്ത കളക്ഷൻ, ഇതുവരെ കേൾക്കാത്ത ഉദ്ഘാടന ഓഫറുകളോടെ മൈജി ഫ്യൂച്ചർ.
More risk involved in the game, and that Mohammedan will come forward stronger.
It certainly promises to be a more open second half because Mohammedan Sporting have to go all out. What would you have done if you were the coach of Mohammedan Sporting at the moment?
Listen, it's difficult to say because coaches know better the situation and condition on their players, and they will know better than I do about what to do in this game. But as you said, Mohammedan can't wait no more because they need to score and win the game if they want to win the championship. So they need to push forward, which means that will bring more risk in their game, which Gokulam can use in a good way because they have some quick players up front.
Final question. I know you're a busy man and you would want to watch the second half with a lot of peace. There will be a certain match between the I-League All-Stars versus the Indian national team as a practice match. Are you looking at some of these youngsters who could, in the future, make it to the Indian national team? Could be a great opportunity for most of these youngsters as well.
Yeah, I heard that people are criticizing us not following the I-League, which is not true, absolutely, because our team is involved in the competition. My assistant is taking charge of this team. He's following all the rest of the players in I-League. I'll receive on a weekly basis all information from Instat company about the performances on the players, so we know mostly about everything about the players in I-League. And I would like to say that this game which we're going to have on 17, I tried to play a year and 2 years ago, but it was not possible because of pandemic. I'm very happy that the game is going to happen. It's a chance for I-League best performers to show up, to play against the national team, to see how they stand at the higher level.
I think that's a great point made by you. I said last question, but I'll still put you in a little bit of a spot of bother. Last question for sure now. Second half, end of 90 minutes, what are your predictions?
I don't like to predict. I'd like to enjoy football and celebrate football, you know, and let's better team win tonight and better team to celebrate at the end.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure talking to you. All the best for the Asian Cup qualifiers, and whole of India hopes that we can do well on the pitch. Thank you so much, sir. Back to the studio in what could be an absolutely intriguing second half. You're waiting here at the Salt Lake Stadium. I'll catch you up soon. I'll see you up back in the studio.
Thank you, Shatadru. And of course, the Indian national team head coach Igor Stimac. Great to hear his side as India prepare for their forthcoming encounters. And since Shatadru was down below, I have a guest with me as well, co-commentator Arunava Chaudhary, who has been with Shatadru in the commentary box throughout phase 2, but I have the pleasure of him joining me tonight. Welcome, Arunava, as you talk us through the highlights of the first half. What do you make of this one?
Thanks, Liam, for the warm welcome. Well, it's as Igor Stimac just said, Mohammedan had more of the possession, but on the other side, Gokulam Kerala with the better chances, even though we see this brilliant free kick from Rudovic. There's a lot of fighting going on that wing. One of those fouls from Haku, where you clearly said there another one. He's very, very lucky not only not to get a card, but he's actually, I would have said, lucky not to get 2 bookings. He had 5 or 6 of them, and we see there potential chance. Marcus Joseph not getting really into those positions where he'd like to get into, and also Wayne Vaz, who's done a good job against Luka Machin, even though here we see that turn does get a little short. And this is the chance that Igor Stimac was talking about. Julian Fletcher nearly gets it goalwards. Mawia, do you now know what he was doing?
I've been trying to work that out, believe me, and I think that is what is being said in the dressing room as well. They must be asking, what were you thinking? But he's got to put that
Behind him,
now.
I saw directly when after the whistle was blown that Sandeep Nandi was actually walked to him directly, spoke to him about this. As we see this beautiful shot of the fans, we believe in the team. A nice banner over there. We saw the banner at the start of the game, which had the colours not only of Mohammedan Sporting but also of East Bengal and Mohun Bagan. We see the East Bengal colours over there as well. It's good to see that the Kolkata big three are supporting each other. There we see a little bit of red and gold over there. There's a flag of Mohun Bagan on the other side, and as we see, huge crowds have come out. This is the first match with fans in the Hero I-League since the 10th of March 2020, when a certain Mohun Bagan won against Aizawl FC to lift the title then.
And speaking of that, there are a few of those title-winning players in the stands as well. Just took a walk and saw that some of the ATK Mohun Bagan players are also watching this game. They were practicing before this.
Exactly. When I was coming in and I was coming up with the lift, I walked out of the lift to a commentary position. Got a beautiful shot of the practice grounds, and one could see, one could actually hear Juan Ferrando getting at these players, because also for Gokulam Kerala next week, the AFC Asian Cup. Saw today in the hotel where I'm staying that the Basunda Kings have arrived here. So a lot of football happening in the coming weeks at the Salt Lake Stadium. But the first decision tonight, will Gokulam Kerala be able to defend their title, or will Mohammedan Sporting as come up as the first person onto the pitch, the captain, and is trying to animate the fans. We realize that the culture, the fan culture here in Kolkata is a little different to that we saw in Kerala in the Santosh Trophy final. I've heard some stories that got those ripped socks. Seems to be a new way of getting a little air on your calves.
Yes, I think it is one of the ways, especially when you have such a long season, you don't want to find that tightness on your calf, and then sometimes it rides all the way up to the hamstring as well. So that's why probably they like to make those holes or perforations in the socks. And you're mentioning about the fans and how excited they are. I just rode past Mohammedan Sporting yesterday, and the fans were flocking, whether it was just to plan their support for today or for tickets. It's very different here.
And we should admit, I missed out of this speciality, one of the many food specialities of Kolkata, as both teams get ready to come back onto the pitch. I'm really interested to see how Gokulam now play with Fletcher out due to an injury, and other players like Haku who are looking that they're injured, as we have kickoff for the second 45. Oh, that was an interesting attempt. As there seem to be some players carrying some niggles.
They do, and they've got to be very careful of that. And I think probably that is why we haven't seen Wasim Aziz. Oh, that is a tense moment there for Wayne Vaz and T. Mawia as well. Let's take another. Didn't see Shikutan coming, and Shikutan is on the ball as he starts. And another thing is that they took a shot from distance early on. Perhaps they can sense that the keeper's slightly rattled.
It looked like it. It looked like it at halftime, and also when the warming up phase came about, that Mawia is a little nervous now after that incident. Maybe he needs a shot coming his way and needs to save it. Yeah.
It's all about that midfield battle. As we see, it's been reinvigorated again. Ashir Akhtar winning that loose
position as a number 6 has done well. It's supported Nicola, and overall, of course, Mohammedan Sporting with more of the possession. Rudovic has had a good game. It's put Haku under all kinds of problems, but the chances were not there for all the possession that they've had. And of course, Rakshit Dagar in the first half with that brilliant save against Rudovic.
And you mentioned that they haven't created too many chances. The only time Rakshit Dagar has been called upon is that free kick from distance, which I think was a regulation save for a keeper of his quality. Once again, Marcus Joseph dropping deep, looking to play it wide. Here is Andela Rudovic. He likes to shoot, decides not to, plays it wide to Brandon.
And he's unable to play into the box because Marcus Joseph is dropped down. Rudovic also on the wing.
And that's entirely because of the way
Oh, that's a good ball.
Bobo and Alex Saji are defending.
Certainly. I think Gokulam Kerala have decided for today to allow Mohammedan Sporting more possession in midfield, but then try to close them down, coming closer to their own box.
Once again, a shot from distance from Rudovic, and he is looking quite nervous, is Andrei Chernyshov.
There's a lot of expectation here in Kolkata around Mohammedan Sporting, who have really had a revival this season.
Opportunity there for Shrikuttan, who, as I mentioned when he came on for Fletcher, has been very good in the last few games. He's one of those who have stepped up in the absence of Luka, and even when Razik was injured for a couple of games, did really well and also scored his first goal of the campaign.
Certainly. Now we are with a long one, looking for Marcus Joseph, who again drops deep. Nikola looking for Rudovic. Zaman. There you see the nice way that Gokulam Kerala likes to build up, and then suddenly that burst of speed.
Chance here for Rishad, who's taking a shot and has put it past Zotan Mawia. Is this the goal that gives Gokulam Kerala the Hero I-League title? Look at the celebrations, and you can hear the silence in Salt Lake Stadium. But what an iconic goal for Gokulam Kerala. It is Rishad who has made it count. What a finish from him.
Placed, and that we saw that build up. It was a slow build up, but then a burst of speed, placed shot, and suddenly there is a goal for Gokulam Kerala. Gokulam might have gotten to it.
What a finish from Rishad. I mentioned that he has been spectacular in the last few games. He has risen to the occasion, and
certainly, and we've now suddenly realized that there are some Gokulam Kerala fans or fans from Kerala at the Salt Lake Stadium. Suddenly we are also hearing support for Gokulam Kerala. We didn't hear that in the first half.
I think there will be, because in a few games at Nehati Stadium there were some Gokulam. The task is cut out for Mohammedan Sporting. Can they get back into this one?
Thing to see, because they are now under pressure, because they not only need to score one, they need to score two, because the equation as it stands at the moment, Gokulam Kerala are 6 points ahead.
Yes, they are. And that is enough. Of course, a draw is also enough for them.
Brandon. That's a better clearance from Haku. So that's probably the best. He's done all evening.
Yes, he's coming to his own.
And there we see some of the their match plan and use a counter-attacking approach. captain. Players who now play at other clubs in the Indian Super League, and Coach Anese will be a happy man, because this is certainly, this team can at least get back one goal to start with and then get a second,
And from here we can see that a couple of substitutions are being readied.
Yeah.
One of them is Faisal Ali, no surprises about that, and another is Azharuddin Malik.
Yeah, they need more action on the wings. I think trying to break through the middle, be it Marcus Joseph, be it Nicola, is not working for them today. Brandon also not at his best. Oh, that was a unwanted one, but seen Luka Machin first. There we see Zoning Diana, who's played a good game coming in. One of those who've not been mentioned so often, but has covered a lot of ground. And then we see some more Kerala Blasters fans. I was saying Gokulam Kerala fans, sorry. Who are certainly, they'll be certainly having a party back in Kerala if their team wins. In Sporting.
And that was interesting because we heard the vuvuzela, and then suddenly there was a roar from the Mohammedan Sporting fans. So they know that they are down, but they are not out. There's still a lot of football to play, and it's time for Azharuddin Malik to come on for Brandon.
Yes, and on the other side, Faisal comes out for Sheikh Fayaz. So the wingers are changed. Will that change the fortunes of Mohammedan Sporting? It's good to have those options on the bench that you can bring on to quality wingers. But I think now it's a captain's game, I think. I think we need a little bit more from Nicola.
We haven't seen too much of him, and that is because the midfield of Gokulam Kerala have been so fine-tuned. They do everything together. You never see any of them secluded or alone. And
Chernyshov contemplating what could be next. Does it make sense maybe to take off Rugodovic and bring in Henry Kiseka? Play maybe with the double 9 up front? Interestingly, those two used to play together for the opponent.
yes, they used to, but interestingly, he is not in the squad. So we won't be seeing Henry Kiseka. But Faisal Ali, a fan favorite, a local lad, coming on in place of Sheikh Fayaz. As Mohammedan Sporting try to make it more direct, and this is territory for a very impressive chance for a free kick for Mohammedan Sporting. Let's see how it came about. There's a challenge on Azharuddin
but
Malik.
I think Azharuddin Malik takes that touch, wants to enable, as we see Marcus Joseph and Rudovic getting ready.
Who do you
Referee
think is going to
asking.
take this one?
Oh,
He's given the answer himself. He's walked away. It is Marcus Joseph to take it. This is a big moment in the game, I feel. With 35 minutes to go, if Mohammedan Sporting can get back into this, it will be huge. Here is Marcus Joseph. What can he do from this free kick? Marcus Joseph, and it has gone in! It has gone in! Marcus Joseph picks up one for Mohammedan Sporting, and it is game on! Look at the scenes at the Salt Lake Stadium. We have a match on our hands, and it is Marcus Joseph who gets goal number 16 of the campaign.
and who else could it have been for Marcus Joseph? The arguments, there we see the free kick again. Took a deflection, and then was it of a Mohammedan Sporting player? We see that again. Yes, it did. It was Arzuddin Malik.
In fact, it's an Azharuddin Malik goal, and that is what the Gokulam. It will go down as an Azharuddin Malik goal, so he will be a super sub of sorts. And you mentioned that. Sorry to cut you off. You mentioned whether that would change their fortunes, and how about that for a fortune? So lucky to just get it off him.
And he got the foul as well.
Yes.
To start off with that, and it's just these small little things that sometimes can change the course of a game. Again, it was a soft foul, but it was a foul. The referee gave it, and now it'll be also interesting to see. Marcus Joseph wants to start running before the ball is even played, and he's already in the Gokulam Kerala half. He still was, but the crowds are back again. We are no longer hearing the vuvuzelas, we're hearing the roars of the Mohammedan Sporting fans.
What an atmosphere. Shatadru mentioned in the first half what would happen if a goal was scored. There's a chance now for Shishkutan, but that is better from Zotan Mawia, and there they are. It is one apiece, but you feel that the momentum could be with Mohammedan Sporting, but here is Gokulam Kerala. There is Nikola Stojanovic coming in with the challenge. He is up for it.
Maybe the time for the captain is going to come. Had to do a lot of defensive duties on the other side, and Gokulam Kerala looking to get the throw in.
Well, that is very interesting. You can just see what's happening on the technical area here for Gokulam Kerala. Jasim was being prepared to come on.
He was ready, and he's walked back
And he's
to
put
his
his
bench.
bib back on.
Yeah. Haku, the man who's on loan from Kerala Blasters. One of the rare starts he's had this season.
There's Alex Saji. Not the best ball from him. It's cleared away.
And now every ball which is going to go forward, you will hear the roars of the Mohammedan Sporting fans. You feel the tension here. It's 4 minutes ago we felt it's over. It's game, set and match, Gokulam Kerala. Now with this equalizer, it's back to square one. One goal for Mohammedan Sporting, and they would win the I-League. Certainly one other person could ask, how can it be? Despite Gokulam Kerala having a much better goal difference. It's head-to-head. The first game ended also 1-1. So
a 1-1 would be enough for Gokulam Kerala, but the way Mohammedan Sporting are attacking, it may not stay at 1-1. Here is Luka Machin once again. He's looked very good coming back into the squad. He plays it wide. Emil Benny takes a shot and he's found the corner. Oh my goodness, Gokulam Kerala have taken the lead once again, and the fans are going crazy. It is Emil Benny who has scored on the stroke of the hour mark. What are we witnessing here? And again, the crowd has been silenced.
And not only that, crazy scenes as we see another one of this context, quite similar to the first goal that Gokulam Kerala scored. This time, of course, Emil Benny. And again, did the goalkeeper get his hands to the ball? You see it again, wise pass outside from Luka Machin. There we see the Slovenian president, Emil Benny, coolly slots in.
I think Zotan Mawia did get a touch to it, and perhaps if he went with two hands, maybe he could have stopped that. But Emil Benny has found the goal, and once again, Mohammedan Sporting need 2 goals to get the title.
Yeah, square one, as there we see the celebrating Gokulam Kerala fans. The Vuvuzela's out again, and the Kolkata crowd is silenced as we see now Haku walking off and Jasim coming on. Faisal Ali as his bodyguard. It's interesting now to see if Mohammedan Sporting can come back a second time. or if this is a psychological break for them and that's the end of the title challenge.
Well, they've got to give it a go. There are just under 30 minutes to play. And Faisal Ali does hold on to Uwais' shirt. He keeps going. Faisal still has it. And Faisal, oh, it's gone straight into the hands of Rakshit Dagar. It could have fallen straight to Faisal, but it wasn't meant to be. Great run from him though.
Unlucky. That ball hit him and then went directly straight into the hands of
Approach. Yes, Brandon did have a lot of possession, a lot of chances, but it's all about being direct. They have to score. It's as simple as that. Here is Marcus Joseph making some space, putting it in. Ludovic is there, so is Faisal. He'll pick it up.
And they blocked each other a little in that situation, and there we see the little trickery from Faisal. Finds his captain. Nice build-up from Mohammedan Sporting. We need to keep their head, not play blindly or try to attack blindly. We've got enough time to score 2 goals. Marcus Joseph.
Great challenge there for Malik Saj, who's got to be careful. He is on a yellow card.
Has to be careful. One wrong move and he's off. Azharuddin Malik. Oh, that was a bad first touch.
This will be a test of character for Mohammedan Sporting. They've gone down once and then they came back. Can they do it again? They've got ample amount of time, but you feel that once they've conceded a second and a goal of similar style,
that's the problem, that it was too easy, that on 2 occasions you get the situation of a counter-attack. Then here might be a third breaking, that Mohammedan Sporting are too open now in the midfield. Uwais is looking for someone. Diana looking for Zaman.
a goal for Gokulam Kerala now, and the title could be put to bed. Another challenge coming in, this time on Rudovic.
I think it was Jassim who just come on, also got away without a card, was also a tactical foul. Nicola looking for options. And we see an interesting thing today with Sharif missing, that Luka Machin is really sort of giving the commandos and keeping the lines intact.
Absolutely, he is a leader and he's showing that today. Look at that once again.
Yeah.
See the way he's just marshalling the troops.
That's needed because at the moment Gokulam are dropping a little too much behind, allowing Mohammedan Sporting space, allowing them to build up slowly. They're looking for spaces. Those kind of crosses will not bother them.
Crowd have been fairly quiet after that second Gokulam Kerala goal. Mohammedan Sporting will keep pushing. That's another delivery in. Well cleared by Uwais. They have to keep coming. Azharuddin Malik tries to get the ball off Zodin Liana, who does really well. And again, there's a lot of space for Gokulam Kerala. This counter-attack is the option for them, and they're making it count.
And it's worked despite the good clearance from Wayne Vaz. And Mohammedan Sporting are preparing a substitution. Ranki Buam is standing on the sides, the man with the number 32, who's on loan from FC Goa.
Here's Faisal playing it towards Joseph. A loose touch from him, but he still has it. Rudovic is there. He takes a shot and caught Rakshit off guard, I feel.
And that's Marcus Joseph this season, as we see the substitution. Ashir Akhtar coming off. That's an attacking sub. Mohammedan putting on a risk more, which means could be that we see them.
Absolutely, some of them from acute angles, and he's got that snapshot on his left foot. He doesn't need too much, and he really gets behind. Is superb, so he's always in it.
Nicola, was that a handball? Yes, it is.
They're just losing themselves slightly, Mohammedan Sporting.
And that's the problem. Their fans need a little bit of assurance that their team is still in this. This is a very interesting stat. There we see the handball, yeah. No question about it, he himself knows that. 14 fouls Gokulam Kerala and only 4 Mohammedan Sporting. So it's been quite physical from Gokulam Kerala.
I think that is the way they had to go about things, because especially now more than ever, so they've just broken up the play in bits and pieces, and that is that a challenge. The crowd goes up asking, so does the bench, and
the whole Mohammedan Sporting bench is up in arms, but the referee has nothing of it. We see that ball again, comes forward.
played backwards, and from a similar angle once again, Emil Beni this time smashes it into the stands.
And that was Manoj Mohammed, who's had a very, very good season in this I-League, Hero I-League, but left his man free, and we see now suddenly from Kerala also trying to press high in this instance, but then starting to drop back. It'll be very, very important to see how long Luka Machin can stay in this game, because he's leading these young Indian boys who are services were needed.
And in fact, sorry to cut you off, in fact, that's how they got the goals. He was in the center, he played it out wide, and
exactly.
He's not running as much as he usually does. Here is Mohammedan Sporting, Guam with a chance, and they're just resorting to taking shots from distance now.
Certainly, but the idea was good. Faisal Ali was a good ball forward. As we look around us, and Shetadru is enjoying a bit of atmosphere at the Salt Lake Stadium at the moment.
Yes, soaking up every bit of it, as we all are. In fact, it's great to be back here, and with such an atmosphere, you just get a sense of things to come with a few AFC Cup encounters which will be played here.
Certainly. Oh, and Jassim gets a yellow card on the second foul. That was quick. My last match here at the Salt Lake Stadium with fans was on the 19th of Jan 2020, a certain Mohammedan versus East Bengal derby.
Well, that is the absolute ultimate in this stadium.
Certainly it is.
Hopefully we'll see that soon in the ISL.
Not only that, but also with fans.
Yes, absolutely. Can't wait for that. As Rudovic puts the ball in, and a bit of a push on Faisal, but of course not much in it. Earlier on,
the 2021-2022 Hero I-League. 18 plus minutes.
and
There's a lot possible. There was a certain Champions League match recently where 2 goals were scored within a few seconds.
Absolutely, and the way this season is going in the Hero I-League, you just can't write anything off.
And I wouldn't, and I would tell everyone to stick around till the end, because there might be another twist and turn. And there we see an even bigger group of Gokulam Kerala fans.
They're getting bigger by the minute.
Yeah, that group was about 5 to 7 people strong, and now it looks like it's more than 20 people. They're soaking in this atmosphere, certainly.
Adinka with the cross, Zotan Mavia comes for it. That is better. That will do him some confidence. He's played it wide, rather played it centrally quite quickly to Buam. Here is Andela Rudovic. They've got to go up in numbers. Rudovic plays the ball long. Here is Marcus Joseph. He is dangerous in this position. Plays it towards Faisal Ali. That is an intelligent ball from him.
Yeah, but a little too strong in the end. The idea is good. Oh, through the legs. Nutmeg, as the younger kids will say.
We relish those.
I think we could have a separate conversation on 5 and 7-a-sides here in Kolkata, but we leave it for another day.
Absolutely. We do love every format of football here in Kolkata.
Certainly. And it's an interesting mood at the moment in this stadium. There is still some tension. I think not all Mohammedan Sporting fans have given up. Just a chance for their side would most probably get the stadium back.
Now the ball being played in straight towards Joseph. It's just not setting for him at the moment. Oh, that's another rash challenge from Jassim. I think he did get the ball. He's got to be careful as well now.
There we have a Gokulam Kerala player with cramps.
And it's time for a cooling break, it seems.
Yes, the referee is taking the chance.
The final one of the season.
Tahir Zaman. Scored a great first goal tonight. Might have been a chance for the referee to allow the water break.
And Marcus Joseph coming very close.
And they'll get a corner from that, I think, yes.
Rudovic put the ball in. Joseph was there. As I said, it's just not setting for him. Brilliant work by Amino, and we'll have to wait for that Mohammedan Sporting corner. Because
There was a restriction to the number of fans allowed tonight. And again, 37,000 of the official figure here at this game. And there we see the Mohammedan Sporting fans who will be a little dejected at the moment. The fans have not only come here from Kolkata but from the districts. They come in these matadors, many of them standing. And it's one of those charms of football in Kolkata, in Bengal. And Gokulam Kerala, like champions, are leading 2-1. And it would be fitting if they do defend their title to do it in style.
rightly said, there's no better way.
This would be now an interesting corner, I think. There's no Gokulam Kerala defender in the box. But he has to wait. There we see Shikutan, smartly puts his foot in front.
And you speak a lot about 5-a-side and 7-a-side. In 5-a-side, if you did that, you probably would have had a chance. But of course, this was after the cooling break. This is a big moment once again. 14 minutes to play. And Nikola Stojanovic to take the corner for Mohammedan Sporting. He's put it inside. There's no one challenging for the header. Rahman has a chance. He does play it inside the box, and this could be an own goal. It just goes over the top. My goodness. That would have been catastrophic for Gokulam Kerala. think a foul was called before that, because it definitely did go off a Gokulam Kerala
Exactly.
player.
I was looking for the referee to call a corner. Oh, Rakshit Dagar gets a yellow card for time wasting.
He won't mind that as long as he gets a winner's medal alongside it.
Exactly.
Towering header there from Shahir Shaheen, who has been solid today. But
Solid throughout the season, one can
Absolutely.
say.
They did miss him in those few games where he was out, and those were the games where Mohammedan Sporting got those 3 draws in a row, and 3 draws, 6 points. That could be the difference between first and second place. Tussle there between Rahman and Shikutan.
Certainly, a number of teams have dropped points. Shraddha and I were talking about those in the last few matches, especially in the last game between Gokulam Kerala and Srinidhi Deccan. Be Churchwell Brothers starting to win a few matches earlier. Their winning run, Srinidhi Deccan able to finish off matches, even round plus Punjab. This title race could have been a 5-team race. Oh, that's a dangerous ball in. But Mavia now seems to have recovered from his sort of dizziness after that run out of his goal.
Takes a lot of pride in his football, does Team Avia, and you can see that every time he gets the ball, he wants to play it forward. So does Faisal. He does play to Frankie Buam. Azharuddin Malik for Faisal Ali, who gets a touch, but that is a great save from Rakshit Dagar, who gets there ahead. Gets a touch from Faisal as well. That was a chance indeed.
He built that chance himself. Buam, Azhar, nice chip. And Rakshit Dagar makes the most of it because there was no contact with the face of the goalkeeper. Yeah, if you have an Italian coach, you do learn some of these Italian tricks.
And the crowd is reacting to this.
Yeah, and this is a football knowledgeable crowd in these kind of matters. They have a feeling if a player is down just for play acting or if a player is down for an injury. Interesting to see if the referee allows these seconds to be played on.
Getting closer towards that 90-minute mark, 11 minutes to go, plus the added time, as you mentioned. And Mohammedan Sporting can't leave it too late. They've got to at least get one in the next few minutes. Otherwise, it will be Real Madrid territory for them.
What a comeback that would be if they can turn this match around. You see Gokulam Kerala look comfortable at the moment. They look confident. Vastly different than what they looked against Srinidhi Deccan.
They did look rattled in that game, especially because of the early, in fact, 3 goals in the first half. So I think that's why they just didn't know what hit them. But now even their fans fairly relaxed at the moment.
And there we see different jersey colors, jersey styles. It's good to see people coming to the grounds in the different jerseys of a football team. There we see them again, the green ones, the orange, they're the green ones with the scarves even. There we see the red ones and the orange ones.
Great to see, making the trip here from wherever they are, and of course the whole of Kerala watching this game, the whole of India and abroad also watching this game. It's a huge one here at the Salt Lake Stadium, and this time it's Luka who's gone down, and this is only antagonizing the fans even more.
Yep. And you see the Mohammedan Sporting players not happy with this. It could be nervy 10 to 12, maybe 15 minutes. Luka Machin using all his experience, making every second count. Oh, there seems to be someone from the Gokulam bench. There's something happened. I don't know who it is. Is it? Oh, head coach Anise gets a yellow card.
And the crowd approves of that one. I saw this in the earlier game today when Churchill Brothers and Srinidhi Deccan were playing. Both the head coaches got yellow cards. We only played 42 minutes this morning, but it was very eventful. I might tell you, here is Frankie Buam, who has been brought down. Is that... No, I thought it was Jassim for a moment. They've got the same color boots, but it's Zaman.
Zaman. They're quite lucky today, getting away with quite a few number of dangerous fouls. His third one of the match. Seems like the referee is trying to be a little lenient, allowing the players a little bit of space. And very often in football, the players then tend to really misuse that.
Here is Stojanovic, who puts the ball in. It's quite deep. Rakshit Dagar does what he has to, thwarts it away, and then Wiz. Oh, that's a great challenge from Joseph, but it will be a Gokulam Kerala throw. Marcus Joseph giving it his all today.
Certainly he's trying everything, he's everywhere, not only up front. Scored also the early equalizer. There we see the bench. President Pravin Kumar sitting up front with a smile. Saw him the other day in Noihati during the Srinidhi Deccan game where he was really unhappy.
They have left it late, Gokulam Kerala. But Mohammedan Sporting are leaving it even later. Atinga this time with another challenge. That's what they're doing. They're breaking up the play as much as they can. 17 fouls now. We may see that go to 20, 25 maybe in the next few minutes.
But the problem is that the free kicks that Mohammedan Sporting are getting, they're not getting really the ball into positions where they can create problems for Gokulam Kerala. Very often too long, too high.
Here is Stojanovic with another delivery. It's met by Bob Amino. He is an absolute rock at the back. Immovable for Gokulam Kerala. But Mohammedan Sporting will keep coming. And now they're flocking the box with even more players. Usually it was Rudovic and Stojanovic standing beside the ball. They said, forget that, let's throw in another body. So they are trying something different. They have to give it absolutely everything.
It makes sense to try and get everyone into the box. Buam, Rudovic, he's looking at options. Back to Buam, who's been lively since coming on.
And so has Azharuddin Malik. He's the one who won that free kick, and then the ball went off him. Here he is again, playing it inside, and this could be it. Oh, it's been put wide.
How did he miss that?
That was the opportunity.
Lovely little twist and turn from Azharuddin Malik. Here we see it again. Beats Jassim, plays the ball nicely back, and Buam actually does everything right. Just that the ball goes wide, and there we hear the first firecrackers from Mohammedan Sporting.
And I think he just tried to be a little too cute with that finish, tried to put it into the corner. Of course, you can't blame him for that. And is that the chance that Mohammedan Sporting needed to convert late on in this game? 5 minutes to go here in the Hero I League title decider for the 2021-2022 season. So far, the title is not going to Kerala, it's staying in Kerala because they are looking to defend their crown.
And there we saw Wasim Razik, the German-born Sri Lankan. Interesting to see if Luka Machin actually stays on or is substituted for the final minutes. Will it be another heartbreak for Bengal against Kerala?
That is a challenge from Wayne Vaz. It's come back out to Emil Benny. Nicely done by Shahir Shaheen. Here is Faisal, plays it wide to Rudovic. Marcus Joseph, he's got Faisal. He will use him, he plays it wide. Faisal Ali has Frankie to aim at. And Malik, he doesn't use either of them. Now Faisal Ali plays it in, and that is a good challenge. Once again from Uwais.
Took too much time, I felt. Had options and allowed the Gokulam Kerala defenders to regroup.
They're coming once again. Here is Joseph. And it is well defended by Alex Saji.
But the crowd is back. I think that's the most important thing for Mohammedan Sporting, for the players on the pitch, that their fans are cheering up again. Alex Shaji with a good clearance, and there we see Wasim Razik coming on. And Tahir Zaman, going off.
Fletcher went off for Shikuttan, so you can have that extra foreigner on the field. So it's been well used by Coach Anese, and
he brings an attacking player on who can play on the counter. Look how much in the man clearing that corner, and it continues this problem for Mohammedan Sporting, that their free kicks or corners haven't been the best.
That is a foul
Yeah.
from Faisal. Looking bleak now for Mohammedan Sporting. They need a goal, and they need it as soon as possible.
It looks like we're getting into Real Madrid territory if Mohammedan Sporting will pull it off.
Well, they
And
are wearing white today.
Yes, and the question is, who will be Rodrigo on this pitch? Oh, the substitution. Sujit Sadhu getting ready. Was normally a defender. Interesting to see who goes off.
Sujit Sadhu did score a last-minute equalizer.
Okay, Manoj Mohammed going off on the far side.
Early on in this, not early on, rather a few games ago in phase 2. So Sujit Sadhu did score, so he does have a knack for that. He does get quite high for his size when it comes to headers, so perhaps that is the thinking. As Manoj Mohammed, who's had a sensational season, comes off.
One of those I-League boys who will be looking to move into the Hero Indian Super League next season.
We've seen plenty of them this season.
Certainly. Oh, that's a good ball.
Here is Faisal, he's put it in for Marcus Joseph, and he has put that wide. And that could be the Hero I-League slipping from the grasp of the black and white brigade. Beautiful ball in from Faisal on his not so favoured right foot.
Yeah, but Marcus Joseph was not really there. His 6th attempt goalwards today. He had to try and score with his left foot, but he was most probably 1 or 2 steps away from actually being in a better position. But still, they're trying. They're giving it everything. Oh, that was that a hit out at Faisal Ali from Uwais?
Well, I know Faisal very well, played alongside and against him, and he is not one to stay down. No matter what the circumstances, he has got up. Of course, they have to in this.
And he got up quite quickly, so you know that there was nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a clumsy foul.
Into the 90th minute now, as we see that foul from Rahman, and it's
Oh.
kicking off in the center now between Rahman and a few Gokulam Kerala players. I think it's Rishad, and very soon we will see the magic number on the board, and it is 6 minutes of added time here at Salt Lake Stadium. 6 minutes for Mohammedan Sporting to score 2 goals if they want to lift this title.
It's a big ask, but it's not impossible in football.
We saw a last-minute equalizer, or rather late equalizer for Kerala versus Bengal in the Santosh Trophy, and the hero of the match has been adjudged. It is Boba Amino. What a performance from him with the captain's armband, and he may be lifting the trophy in a few minutes as well, along with Sharif Mohammed. What a game he has had.
What a season he's had.
Absolutely.
Mohammedan Sporting not getting into an attacking positions. Gokulam Kerala staying up, and that's a cheap foul. from Emil Benny on Stojanovic.
Already 1 minute of the 6th played, and time is running out now for the Black and White Brigade. That elusive I-League title is looking even more elusive now. Can they do something heroic, something memorable?
They need that special moment now, at least to get a equalizer first, and then maybe a final chance at a winner.
Rahman playing it wide to Faisal, who has been good since coming on. Plays it into Frankie Buam, whose pass has got to be better.
Yeah, that was a blind one. Thought there was a man, which wasn't. Nicola chips one in, but the man of the match in the way, and that could be a chance for Wasim Razik to break. There we see his speed, the former man from Union Berlin.
Played it backwards to Emil Benny, who is looking to go past, but he isn't able to. Frankie Buam has it. He'll play it to Faisal.
Yeah, too selfish in that situation.
Just need to keep the ball in this
Exactly,
position.
Faisal, but even that one was wasted. And Yassine wants now to have a go, maybe. No? Had a man to his side. It's to Luka Machin. It's clever play from Gokulam Kerala.
It's all about game management. They are a few minutes away from the title as Shikutan takes it, and the deflection didn't fall very kindly for him, but they won't mind.
We see a very nervous Gokulam Kerala bench. They're all in anticipation of defending their title. Nearly 3 minutes gone of added time. As we see the first fans leaving the Salt Lake Stadium. There was a lot of hope in Kolkata, in Bengal, across India. Mohammedan Sporting have fans everywhere. And that will be another yellow card, I think. Yes, it will be for time wasting. Zolingiana. Or a Dinga, as he writes on his jersey. Because there's another Zolingiana who also plays in Indian football. Luka Machin.
Probably
now,
that's why.
Yeah, we've got this corner trick, and trick number 35 maybe it was. Gets another
Luka
one.
Machin has taken out all the tricks in the book out of the hat.
Big respect. I would have said would have been difficult for him to play the 90 minutes.
And I feel that, yes, Bobo Amino is wearing the captain's armband, but very clearly there have been two captains on the pitch today for Gokulam Kerala. Luka Machin is one of them. He may not be taking home the golden boot, but he may be taking, or looks like he will be taking.
He's got another corner.
He's taking many corners with him as well.
I would hate this if it was a five-a-side game with these corners, which you also get. Luka Machin, who last season missed out on the I-League title on the final day, is now set to get it, and deservingly, one has to say.
He's made the switch and it has worked.
Certainly one of the best foreign strikers to play in the Hero I-League over the last 2 seasons.
Less than 90 seconds to play now. Mohammedan Sporting are still searching for one, but they need 2 goals at the end of this game. Faisal plays it to Nikola Stojanovic. They've just lost that rhythm. Looks like they have accepted that it won't be their day, it won't be their season. What a campaign it has been for them, but it looks like they're going to fall short. Here is Faisal again. Too many bodies.
Takes on too many men, and that was a foul from Ben Vaz. He likes to do those tricks and likes to beat his man, but again, going into 3-4 players makes no sense. And there's another player down, or rather 2 players down. And you see already Gokulam Kerala getting ready for the celebrations.
They're trying to keep calm. They're trying very hard to keep calm on that Gokulam Kerala bench.
And there you see the fans in the stands their support staff who are already jumping up and down. There the fans with the Battaglia banner in front of them. Jordan Fletcher, who can't even stand properly, has to hang on to a man.
Well, he won't mind today, as 6 minutes have been played, but we will have a few more added on because of the
He's asking
stoppages.
the physio to collect everything. He dropped a bottle over there. And even the players who are not in the matchday squad have gone down from Gokulam Kerala. You also see the officials from the All India Football Federation. Iko Stimach is there as well. Besides Subrata Datta, I can see. And Sunanda Thor, the CEO of the I-League. Azharuddin Malik. Will this be the last attempt from Mohammedan Sporting? Good ball this time.
Puts it in towards Rudovic, who takes a shot. Another big save from Rakshit Dagar. How many times have we seen him pull out saves like that? Rahman with another delivery in. They haven't given up yet. It comes out towards Rudovic, who takes a shot. It's saved again by Dagar. It comes out again and it has gone over the top. It is just not Mohammedan Sporting's day.
I had the same words in my mouth. It's just not their day. They could have scored 3 goals in the last few seconds, but none of them go in. Twice Rakshit Dagar and then a clearance. We're in the 98th minute. Gokulam Kerala is already celebrating, and deservedly they are doing that.
Another ball inside. Luka Machen gets the final touch, and Gokulam Kerala are the champions of the Hero I-League for a second consecutive season. The Malabarians have done it. They have created Hero I-League history, and they are the champions of India.
And there you see Coach Hanis, physical trainer Garcia. There you see the celebrations as the Mohammedan Sporting players walk off. Aminu Buba has brought out his native African flag, and there you see the fans who've come over to Kolkata, or maybe we're in Kolkata. Wild celebrations.
Incredible scenes here at the Salt Lake Stadium, the home of Mohammedan Sporting. But as of now, Gokulam Kerala have conquered them. They have conquered the other 12 teams in the Hero I-League. And what a performance.
It looked a little at the Cameroon flag as the stage is being prepared for the handover of the Hero I-League Trophy 2021. One 2022. It's another night of heartbreak for Bengal as Mohammedan Sporting lose 1 there.
And you can see what it means.
Who's now come onto the field. They did miss him today, but they hung in there. And
the 2 goals scorers who came to the party, Rishad and Emil Benny in that midfield, as the fans are joyous and wild.
And dejected Mohammedan Sporting, and there we see the man of the match and captain Aminu Buba in the hero of the match. And what a hero he was today. And you see how he's still pumping. It's really hot and humid. If you're not here in Kolkata today, I'll be honest, I was struggling pre-match as well, running up and down here. In
First goal, it was to get the ball running for Gokulam Kerala. We'll come back to Shatadru in a moment as he is standing there on the touchline with Bobo Amino, the hero of the match.
I'm sorry, mate. It's been. I know you want to go out there. I'm not going to hold you up for long. But I have the winning captain, Buba Aminu. He's also the hero of the match for today. An outstanding performance. The stand-in captain in place of Mohammad Sharif. Your first season in Calcutta. How does it feel to be champions and in what is touted as the battle, royal battle with Mohammedan Sporting? How does it feel today?
Today I am very happy. I respect this team because Mohammedan is very, very good team. Now Gokulam understand this. I can play this one very strong because I know Mohammedan come strong. I like Gokulam come more strong for this team. Now thank you for 3 points because I am very happy for take this champion. This one very, very happy.
I know that last match Mohammad Sharif got a red card and you came in as a captain, and what a job you did there out there leading this team. What was your advice missing one of the key players in Mohammad Sharif?
Because you know this player, India player is very, very good player. You need to give you motivation for come more strong. This one because before match you lost 3-1. It's not good, mentally not good. I like President come speak for everybody, for every player. Good to speak. Now every player come more strong for this game. I like this. I like. Thank you.
One final question. I won't hold you long. I promise this is the last question. You're out of the bio bubble. How do you plan to celebrate, and how do you like playing in front of a massive crowd, which was mostly against you? But how does it feel to silence them out there?
Because my feeling is go very, very good. Because I like playing everybody comes down. This is very, very, very good play. You enjoy for football, you know, football for enjoy. I like play like this. A supporter come, everybody come, you take this 3 points, Gokulam win. I am very happy.
We hope to see you in India for the next season as well. I won't hold you. Thank you so much and congratulations on your Man of the Match award and winning the I-League trophy once again. You can go and enjoy with your mates. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, that was Buba Aminu, the captain and the hero of the match for Gokulam Kerala Football Club. We're back to the celebrations and the studio.
Thank you to Shatadru and Bobo Amino. Celebrations continuing for Gokulam Kerala. They will go late into the night today as we see them starting it off. It's all happening, and great to hear from the skipper.
It's a hot evening, yeah. It's a hot evening, Kolkata. A little bit of water, and as we go back into these 90 minutes, we have kick-off. Mohammedan Sporting, they're one of the many fouls that Haku had against Rudovic. Luka Machin with the first attempt goalwards. Alex Shaji with this lovely move and this miss, and then Brandon looking for Marcus Joseph. Alex Shaji with the foul with the yellow card. Rudovic then with the free kick brings out the best from Rakshit Daga. Then this fight again, Rudovic against Fletcher. Once more Rudovic, and there the foul from Abdul Haku, which was really, really nasty. Another one from him. He knows himself those was not good enough. And then that cross, Marcus Joseph doesn't get to it. Fayaz again out. Marcus Joseph always fighting, and there Buba Amino does enough to take Marcus Joseph out. There the foul from Luka Machin against Wayne Vaz, and then a shot, another shot from the Slovenian which goes over. And then that crazy one from Marvio, who he just walks out of his goal, runs out of his goal. Fletcher misses the target. Brandon keeping the ball in, and then we had half-time. But there was more to come in the second 45. First, Shrikutan putting pressure on Wayne Vaz, then Rudovic looking to score, but no problems. Rakshit Daga, then Shrikutan with that shot, the first time danger, and then that counter-attack, which gave Gokulam Kerala the lead. Rashid gets the ball and puts it into the back of the net. There we see it again. Ashir Akhtar unable to get there. Wow, and there was a backflip also there from Rashid, which I hadn't at least seen earlier. And then Mohammedan Sporting looked to fight back. Substitute Azharuddin Malik brought down. Marcus Joseph with the free kick, which touches Azharuddin Malik before going in. That was the equalizer. The stadium erupted in joy. Mohammedan Sporting had high hopes that they could turn this match around. There we see the fans. There were high hopes at the time. But there was another counter-attack, as we see celebrations from Gokulam Kerala. Good to see the
Great
celebrations.
scenes from Gokulam Kerala. They're pulling out all the celebrations possible. And what a feat for them to win back-to-back Hero I-League titles. They have created history. No other team since the Hero I-League was rebranded has picked up back-to-back titles. They are the first. They have written their names in Indian football history.
Certainly they have, and there we see some dancing. I would have said that looks Punjabi to me, isn't it?
Absolutely, as I said, they're pulling out absolutely every celebration, every dance move.
And nobody's really bothered when the water comes on them because it's so hot. Everyone's actually enjoying that. It's just good to see how happy these players are. They've had a big struggle during the season. It was another bubble season. Speaking to some of the players also from other teams, and now they can enjoy themselves. And Minu. And there we see, oh, this dance group is getting bigger and bigger. There might be a party on in Kolkata somewhere tonight. Liam, we might have to find it.
Yes, we will have to. We'll go late into the night, and everyone will have their different ways of celebrating. That is the beauty.
Mr. Tete Himar, General Secretary, Mizoram FA and Vice Chairman of League's Committee. Up next, Mr. Igor Stimach, Head Coach of the Indian National Football Team. We would like to start off the ceremony by thanking all the commercial partners who have helped us in making this event a grand success. Namely, our title partner Hero, our official ball partner Nivea, and last but not the least, the Indian Football Association. Now it's time to honor the players who have performed outstandingly in the Hero I-League 2021 and 22. And let us start off all the individual awards of this season. I would like to call upon Mr. Tete Himar to give away the first award. And let us welcome with a huge round of applause Mr. Mahesh Gawali from the Indian Arrows. We would request Mr. Tete Amar to honor him with the coveted trophy and a check of rupees 1 lakh. Let us welcome Jiteshwar Singh from Neroka FC, who is the winner of the Emerging Player of the League. We would request Mr. Igor Stimach to honor him with the coveted trophy and a check of rupees 2.5 lakhs. Unfortunately, Mr. Jiteshwar Singh is unable to come and take the award, so we request Mr. Rojit, manager of Neroka FC, to come and take the award in his place. And now, it is time for the best goalkeeper of the league, and the award goes to Bhaskar Roy. We would request Mr. Subroto Datta to present the coveted trophy and the check of rupees 2.5 lakhs. Unfortunately, Mr. Bhaskar Roy is unable to take the award, so we request Mr. Gabriel Gomez, manager, to please come and take the award in his place. Bhaskar Roy, the best goalkeeper of the league. Now, let us welcome Boba Amino from Gokulam Kerala FC, who is the winner of the Jarnal Singh Award for Best Defender of the League. We would request Mr. Arup Biswas, we would request Mr. Tede Hunar to come and present our best defender with the coveted trophy and a check of rupees 2.5 lakhs. Let's welcome Jitin MS from Gokulam Kerala FC, who has won the best midfielder of the league. And we would request Mr. Igor Simach to honor him with the coveted trophy and a check of 2.5 lakhs. Jitin MS, the best midfielder of the tournament. Thank you so much. We would like to call upon Mr. Kushal Das next to give away the highest scoring award. For the most number of goals scored in the tournament, a total of 16 goals. Welcome on stage with a huge round of applause from Mohammedan FC, Marcus Joseph. Thank you, Mr. Kushal Das, to honor him with the coveted trophy and a check of rupees 2.5 lakhs. And now, I would like all the dignitaries to join in this award. It is time to announce the most awaited individual award of the tournament. The hero of the league, who has outclassed the league with his performance. And the award goes to Marcus Joseph. Big round of applause once again for Marcus Joseph from Mohammedan SC. And now I would request the captain of Mohammedan FC to collect the runner-up check worth rupees 60 lakh from Mr. Kushal Das. Subrato Das. Subrato Datta.
Subrato Das. আমরা তো অফ না, আমরা মজা করতে পারি এখন। ভাই কি বলছিস, সুব্রত দত্ত তোর
And now, it's time to welcome today's winners to the podium for the medal ceremony. The winners of the day and of this league, Gokulam Kerala FC! Congratulations, Gokulam FC. And now it's time for the captain, Boba Amino, worth rupees. And now, I would like to ask Mr. Arup Biswas and Kushal Das to hand over the winner's trophy of the Hero I-League to this year's champions, Gokulam Kerala FC! We would like to thank our dignitaries for their gracious presence. Thank you all for being a part of the final presentation of the Hero I-League.
Incredible scenes from the Salt Lake Stadium as Gokulam Kerala lift the Hero I-League title for the second consecutive year. And this is how it panned out, the statistics of the game. Gokulam Kerala beating Mohammedan Sporting by 2-1. A lot of possession for Mohammedan Sporting, 65% of the ball, 13 shots, 2 shots, and they scored 2 goals, as pointed out by Arunava Chaudhary, who's beside me.
Yeah, incredible. If you see 9 shots from Gokulam Kerala, 2 on target, both of them on goal. One, of course, from Emil Benny. Shikutan also with 2. Fletcher had that opportunity. Jasim, Luka Machin. The most important ones, of course, Rashid with the goal. On the other side, 13 shots from Mohammedan Sporting from all over, inside and outside the box. Of course, that free kick from Marcus Joseph, who finished with 16 goals. Frankie Buam, quite lively after he came in. Rudovic with 2 chances. Stojanovic with 2 chances, as well as Azharuddin Malik. They scored only 1 goal tonight. That's why they are only runners-up. Or on the other side, I would say congratulations on finishing runners-up, because finishing runners-up behind this Gokulam Kerala team is certainly not something that you should be shy about.
And it is a side which will go down in history, the only side to win back-to-back Hero I-League titles. So this is a side which have cemented their place as one of the greatest Hero I-League teams. And look at the amount of fouls. They did the dirty work, didn't they? Abdul Haku, we'll keep wondering how he didn't get a yellow card, but he's got a winner's medal. That's the most important. 5 fouls from him, 3 from Luka, who was incredible defense and attack. Tahir Zaman with 3, and the rest with 1 apiece. 7 fouls for the Black and White Brigade, Saifur and Wayne Vaz with 2 apiece, and 1 apiece for Ashir, Frankie Buam and Andelo Rudovic.
And that's an interesting piece of stat which